Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basir Sanusi EM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.
But inside the studio already, we don't get Jenny Alpha. We come up from True Eat Entertainment as them we don't embark on one campaign on non-violence. Jenny, one for say welcome inside the encounter.
Thank you very much, Bash.
Well, family yourself with the watch the encounter will send you text message to the number +232 88127 227. Not gonna say, carry on for watch Youth Encounter on Star TV Channel 21.
Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basir Sanusi EM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.
Yes, family, welcome back. If you just join me, this is Youth Encounter and you come to live on Star TV. And we create talk for today until we say, snail, not get nothing for do with blood business. Let me take we first to inside the encounter for today. We will now go the city of Bo, and with young people themselves don't say ahead of the 2018 elections, everything will be the expectation. Let me once say get this for we from the city of Bo.
The election now the opportunity really gets as young ones for experience in the franchise, right? And the expectations are not great. All we expect is when we get a peaceful election. And the crystal clear for now is the youth for now is different from the youth when we get ready. If you're not saying in those days, youth when we start and and all this stuff. But now, as far as we can see and understand, youth them talking right now, they think about the future. And we all know the level at which Salome right now after the talk. And we can only change that to people.
Let me say the election, I suspect like second go for the one, the parliament, the law. Yes, understand the parliament law. Then we take us the money and the country. Money all, we take us the big one, they suffer small little bit. Because to the millions of guys at the country, like even this last the money takes show, they see money, they see money. To me, like I see the election against the programs. For one, this and that. But come on, not take ID card itself. Every ID card, but come on, not take ID. So like, this is the programs. Part of the force, people will take the ID card for vote. But like, if you don't take the ID card, I don't see how people will vote now.
You don't see these politicians they come as usual. The past elections what did they tell me? They didn't implement it. So we the youth of this Nabo district, we don't decide say when they read the manifestation, they will land and they will make the right decision for you to vote for who that if we say if we win, they will count as improvement. Now we the youth we like we look at the youth right now, some like the one that come out university, they don't get jobs. Then you don't see the business sector. Now everything don't they go up. This whole business, and the more they go up, now the salary system also they go up. Because if the salary looking improve. We go say any kind of waiting there, anything we there in the market, you will be better.
Well, that's now voice of young people in Bo City. And plenty thank you to Lame Mansare, where we don't take the camera go over there for the side. Well, inside the next edition, we'll bring to and waiting the Kenema young people themselves say, because the encounter need for the worker all about the country. If you just join me, this youth encounter, and you come to Uno live on Star TV, channel 21. And me now, Uno presenter, Mohamed Basiru Sanusi, and we'll talk about it on say snail, not get nothing for do with blood business. Let me talk to one of our studio guests who don't come already inside the studio in Janet Alpha from 2Eat Entertainment as one for watch what will be the role of the entertainment sector inside the 2018 election. Let's have your launch in non-violence campaign. One for talk to him now. Alpha, I'll first talk about the whole idea for set up 2Eat. We don't realize say now blogger and come together just for see how best now will pass on the message to means the woman get bring artisans together as well as entertainment. Let's talk about the company proper. I look like a problem for startup 2Eat Entertainment.
Well, 2Eat Entertainment being like very difficult for some of you because like the whole idea come up from one person when the CEO Paulo James Camara where then always they call Cash come up with the idea. Then they get for meet like few of we and talk to we say like this is my idea and I want to put them together and I'm not able to do this work me one. I need una we don't already start and they already know a little bit about entertainment for come inside and join me. So like few of we been agree, few of we then they be like 4 or 5 of we. Then we'll start up. We start up in 2012. Then after 2012 we come up, we do a lot of promotions, we write a lot of stuff, we go around social media promoting different artists to another artist. Then in 2015 we decided say no, we're not going to do this something. In case of any other thing come, we go like one being problem to we so what would they do for push entertainments. Let we become a register entertainment company. Let we make like an entertainment company. So we decided okay, let we register. So in 2015 we register, we'll bring up the idea say okay, 2Eat Entertainment not go only day for salon.
Okay.
We're not pushing boundaries in entertainment, African entertainment, when we inspire fashion and every other thing, we promote artists, we deal with models them and many other things them in entertainment.
So how you look like for focus on young people in the whole entertainment one they do because mostly they comprise of youth. 80% of the one who want to support young people from rap to that of fashion and all. How you look like for handle young people affairs then?
Well, at first where we started being very difficult because some of we friends that we will be they talk to them. If they say, oh, there's some money finding, or the one and all. It's some, even some thing then they will be meet to like for say they are not serious. This is not a serious thing, but so we self will be no say 2Eat Entertainment is a serious thing and we're ready for push entertainment to do that. So in another way, it's kind of come with another few people the way we get for talk to and say this is the idea. When I don't look this like for saying as something when are just idleness. So we come with some few people that will talk to them and one of the first job they will be get we will like for say like 2Eat Entertainment come out really and show yourself see this is not only idleness. We do a work for at the end Concept Multimedia when we was the rap. It will been take place I think it was 2015 or 14.
Okay.
Where we organize and we promote that show. And after that, then they've been surprised and see lots of people have been come on board and they been go down rap show. They will like then we name starts for so yes these guys can do it. They can promote shows. They can do every other thing. So another artist then begin come, we begin promote. So young people then begin accept 2Eat Entertainment.
Let's talk about blog. You know, most times when you talk about bloggers, them you just call the Nigeria, the Ghana.
Yes.
You know, because of the internet connectivity, and now people take them very serious. How will not only survive too well because now one of thing that we want to focus on say we will sell the message for you via social media, despite we get the ground surface and all. How young people themselves don't they embrace that?
Well, simple like now because when we start, we just like we start with we own finance. We not like go out to anyone. We start with whatever little we get. Like this man go buy in top up, this man go buy. Then we get for go an extra mile. We even get some modem. We'll be the try for like push the blog into another level in Sierra Leone because we see Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, every other African countries and bloggers are respectable people in society in terms of entertainment. So it's okay now this we for do. Then we open a blog. When we open a blog, we blog, we don't share lots of stories. As if you follow up, you can see them on social media, you can see them on Facebook, they even share on WhatsApp. on Twitter. We get every handles right now. We Twitter, we Facebook, we Instagram. So we start for sharing internet. So now people don't maybe accept say okay, this na the level where Nigeria and Ghana they. If them people accept don't bring and cancel along, well you feel say na a way for like push Sierra Leone entertainment industry go before.
Let's focus now on the topic where now the role of the entertainment sector towards a peaceful elections and also job opportunities. We see so when I come up with a non-violence campaign strategy, you know, first you start on social media, somebody go send in face, when I make them as a flyer for with a message.
Yes.
Not talking about the entire concept. How it come about?
Well, one day like we just because we always there online, we always dey chat to ourselves and find new ideas, waiting for how for tackle some other things in entertainment. So like the CEO get for come up, Cash, who called Paulo James Camara get for come up and say, now election they come and we're not able to see it any entertainment group don't come out say for talk about violence and very very important. So Cash get for say okay now let we start this. Then we all engage and talk say the best way we can do this since we're able to social media business, let we start on social media. Then we can take on to another level. Then we get for decide say okay now let begin meet people and like prominent people where they know in a society. Like meet like for instance like you send me your picture with a word of advice to people them out there. So we do send them out. We did that with a lot of artists like Shadow Boxer did send in picture and a word of advice, the Drizzly, likes of Booba of 110 and many other people. And so we share them out and we see the reaction of people. So oh yes, this is a nice thing, a nice concept. We see nobody no ever think about tweet entertainment there in the perspective of entertainment. They don't think of them and they don't say then for do them because of they don't want like anything go wrong. In the election where they go say like the entertainment industry not been talk or people from the entertainment sector not been talk. So like that the people let me get for accept them.
Okay, to an extent we see it for social media now, don't take it now to the schools, you know.
Yes.
I think all people like Eric Silas Karawin one of your own product. A couple of other people and self don't there around taking on various schools. I will look like first to identify the schools on Ango and how many schools on which would not the next step.
Well, first of all, we just get for write out letters to schools. We get for become official because you know we go to school no more. You go say okay this even though the idea is nice, but you know go just pump into a school say I want to talk on this. So we first of all send out letters to about 16 schools, which are major schools in the western area, like the Annie Walsh, the Albert Academy, the Sierra Leone Grammar School, St. Ted Walls. We send out letters to all of these schools, and after we don't send out these letters, they now some being reply we, some actually we save for going we say okay we don't send this letter and now we and this is what they're about. So then we get for give it time and the first school will be going the 29th of November now being St. Edward's Secondary School being give it their own time. We talk to them in devotion about violence and how for still violence and if anyone in our school they will like in parents or in mama and papa and uncle any of in spouse and then into politics for talk to them say this is not fine, this is not fine. And we talk to themselves, say, not accept like our money for buy drugs or alcohol or not. Any service if plaba one come if you know they talk about politics, avoid. So that's so we've been doing, but we try now for each the other schools. And presently as I talk, so we don't reach about 4 schools. We don't reach St. Edward's, we don't reach Albert Academy, we don't reach St. Joseph's Convent, and we plan for go girls' school. But now school don't look so we wait till January when school reopens, we continue.
So any plans like for taking back to the community because now don't take them to the schools. It all started on the social media say support a non-violence campaign. Young people want to stay away from violence, from tweets. What about taking out to the community level? How best want to go about it?
That plans day where we don't ready for take them down to the community. First of all we want like individually from each community where we come up from like go to the community like each member. Because not to one side we all definitely each member get your own community where belong. So we don't say like each member now go like talk to in community leaders them say tweet entertainment this now they about and we want can talk on violence to youth them for still violence before during and after election. Then after that now we'll go to the next communities them for say how we'll talk to them.
In light of support, people go on for say there is a time we other somebody go on for tag and say they do volunteer for get political connections or for support of particular politicians across. You want for confirm on that?
No, that's wrong. We they do Tweet Entertainment. They do this only for youth. We believe say that the term this don't reach way like now youths them for able to talk to youth. Other person no need for Komoyana for can talk to we. And Salona we all you know Salomon for able to talk to him company Salomon for stay of violence. Because you self no bash, waiting violence can do before, during and after election. Don't say lots of council. They'll see like the likes of Guinea. Waiting be happening there. People let me lost their life. The likes of Kenya. Even take council we brought them over in Liberia. Waiting be happening. So no one like them thing and they happen back to Salon. So in other words, we need to do this for any political connection, we need to do this for any money or any other thing. We just do it out of beyond like things in a just positive message we want to send out.
Despite when they target young people, how best tweets on the work now on other people and self way their own mindset different? Because according to a report, violence can come from the hate speech, upon which you tell a young man, upon the drugs you buy from him, upon the alcohol self you give him, they lead to violence. How best when they pass the message to the one and self where most time can cause the violence?
Well, so the one that where they cause this violence, we don't decide say like most of the times we all know most of the times that we are all young people. We all know say these politicians they use young people and for do a lot of stuff during election time. So the one that we want targets more, the one that we did down there. So after we don't go to the community levels, we all know there are lots of ghettos out there. There are lots of slum areas where we can meet. So man and they way like they don't this gone for the past 5 or 10 years. They see say this so thing that happened to me. The best way one for go do now for go fets or for go do this no. So one reach to them type people and they tell them say no, this not the idea. Stay off violence. And we as young people like I don't say now we forbid the one the way for able to talk to young people and back for left violence business.
Okay, well if you just join me this time Youth Encounter and it'll come to you live on Star TV channel 21. We still get now the studio. I'm Johnny Alpha from 28 Entertainment and they talk to you about the non-violence campaign where then Dion from social media they don't take them to schools and they plan for take them to the community. I would expect for get now the studio Pastor Iya Momo, we also now a film director and now a writer as well. We also be send invitation to Lawyer Bubakar today. We put on the call Kabaka, the CEO for KME, who can tell we ourselves them don't pass on the message for the role of entertainment sector towards the peaceful elections and job opportunities. Send your message to the number +232 88127 227 and we'll talk for today until we say snail, no mix per blood bill. I'll take a break and we'll come back and carry on for talk to Janet Alpha.
All the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So all me party will look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. Yeah. And they walked away. All the people will promise for help me. They say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now, it don't better now. Famous and the name now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a flight to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like that they buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we there, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God know. The reason why someone go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I don't go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know what you get for no say. It's never the end, cause the downfall of a man, no, not to the end of a life. I know they give up, I know they turn down. Every day I they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous na the name now. You know go say, you don't know me now. Now me son is scatter the party now. Even you baby, they calling now. Cause me they make all man they daddy now. You next on the beats now. The people just they craze, just they dance now. Hey, they just they dance now. They just they daddy now. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. Famous.
Well, playing thank you to we Paddy, Frederick Dapai, Peter, the people call famous way, samba with brighter future for Gibody Water inside the encounter today. People just need to focus more on the leagues than that of the visual, because the leagues get a lot to play now you like than waiting what you see at the visual. Well, welcome back. I'll be carrying on for talk to Janet Alpha from Tweet. What think will be our next movement now when school go to reopen for carry on this campaign, and how the social media don't they accept them so far?
Well, so far the social media they accept them very well, because still up to now we still get people that will send them photos and them messages them to we, and they don't tell them, say, okay, now this line they going right now. For now, we don't pay attention to the schools because school don't lock now. When January come, when school reopen, we they go back to the school. So let them give it a little bit of time. Then we will come back to the social media side. We'll go like make all them photos and back to the flyer. Will be don't actually be the send out. So they don't accept them very well, because like even when we go to the schools, when we get for sure them sample of the flyers, some students they will be even want safe for join. Okay. Instantly they was put you Bluetooth, someone send me picture, they'll say no, what you go do for we, like when we go centered we also tell them, say okay now, because we take photos with most of the school prefects them, say now what una for do for we, una the school prefect them, una open a WhatsApp group when about non-violence, una send all una photos, then they when una add we give them with number, so una add we go do the centered was non-violence campaign and put the school badge and everything, then send on to una self go to share, and we get for show them like we page on Facebook, Tweet Entertainment. We say okay now this one they do not like we page, and when we go on a photo, una say go they will share for una self. Not to only for let the one message will give them back, see, not to for let you face somebody per the flyer. Now for let the message reach out, and when the message reach out, and for let people get for accept the message and do what's in the message see.
Well, the concern people in the provinces we not get strong internet connectivity, or it's an 16 schools and they school from the province, like from the far end of this Zimi, this Gendema end, you know, even Lungio by yourself.
Yes.
How best when I consider them inside this campaign?
We actually we don't talk about that. Say like when we finish with Freetown, if time permits, we get for extend. We go to the provinces, but decide them more we don't put down on we, because we actually get a proposal we put on right. Decide them more we don't put in a Kono, Makeni, Bo and Kenema, and then for side there we don't put together. Say like actually if we try for done Freetown Western area by the end of January to February, then we'll get for go. We will start from Kenema, Kono, Makeni and Botown.
So what about other places like them Bond? We get a very good touristic point, and you get things for sure young people I don't say why not for involved into violence. You see the history and all. Because young people need for take their mind off from violence. And if you like what they do and we then get job opportunity or then get recreation or leisure time. How best we want to extend to another part in the country?
Well, as time they go, we don't decide. Say as time they go, because of for now the major side where we like put attention more on TV, so like Kenema, Bo, Makeni, and Kono. But as time they go, because like right now we just like over na 10 of we no more they do this right now on social media, and even they go out to schools. As you can see, the photos of the school tour on social media as well. So now 10 of we no more they do this. So one thing when I make we call people in for come on board. If we get a large number, we can make a meeting. We will tell everybody, say, okay, this is what the campaign is about, and at this one do. So we go into groups. If these four members they don't go Kenema, these 4 members they don't go Bo, other 4 members don't go Kono, then we ourselves we can join the campaign. We ourselves we go like logistics or any other thing.
Let's take the other side for the country.
Yes.
Let's focus now on the area of funding. You know, for doing non-violence campaign, it takes a lot. From social media, taken to schools, to the community, and now plan for going to schools again after schools reopens and all. How best one to get funding for go about this?
Well, actually, for now, you go see like you go surprised at Twitter because for now we only do this. There is no funding. So like for anyone they think say like they don't fund we on I make we do this or we're actually doing this for money. No, we're doing this by ourselves.
So the contribution they come directly from one of the members then?
And some of the savings will be already get apart from which we don't do.
For handle graphics expensive, any partner in the world.
Yes.
Even if it's cheap na salon, but it will still get a price, we go give a water of money. Love focus now on then people want to do flyer for so we don't send a picture and a message. I want to talk to that particular young man they what they do now work for now.
Actually now a member of Trees Entertainment they do that graphics. Yes, so we don't need for pay anybody. So it's now a member of Trees Entertainment and are free. All you need for do just send a picture and your message of violence, and we tell you say not so your picture no more we want because there are lots of people who don't say myself I see fine flyer on the internet, myself I want be like I want delete that. So no, that's not the idea. The idea is about sending a message to people there for like let's talk about violence and let's stay of violence before, during and after elections.
No, and in a situation where somebody when a politician go and say, okay, this campaign on the blow, I want for example score political goal. I like going to support loan expand past our day. What's it gonna be the outcome?
Well, in terms of accepting like something from a politician, yeah, we will come out plain to the public, say like this also politician don't like decide for fund the campaign, but Street Entertainment they do this like because you fund we campaign, we could they be you back for do your own campaign for the election. No. We do public openly let man say yes, we accept you funding for the non-violence campaign because of you say feels a good idea for like push Sierra Leone go before. We go do an openly where everybody go see and we're not gonna be part of your campaign. So because we want a fair playing ground for every political party, we go and get involved.
So after the end of the campaign, where to it got done, the non-violence campaign, now it's doing, you know, and even before the election, now doing the election, even after the elections, what's it going to be on an exposure of them?
Well, actually, Twitter Entertainment, actually, right now we get a blog where they run, like every weekend, you can go to see updates about Sierra Leone Entertainment, Nigeria and Ghana. We not only base on about 80% more na salon because na salon we want push. So like down in the blog for 80% of the thing they would post on the blog na about salon. Then after this election campaign, we try for come up with a website we go to do everything about Sierra Leone Entertainment and try for do we own thing like for promotes Sierra Leone music, Sierra Leone videos and every other thing about Sierra Leone Entertainment.
In the area for creating job opportunities, we don't handle the first topic we have to do the role of the entertainment sector doing before and after the election. So let's focus now on the area of job opportunities in the entertainment sector. As an entertainment company, we legally registered.
Yeah.
What we're doing a recommendation so far, say, okay, if we work out this way, this entertainment sector will give more job opportunity for young people. And now not 10. Plenty of people themselves want for can work to now. Just because they don't get the salary scale or not volunteer fee for give them, they're not go come. You get the opportunity now for giving solution because we all know the problems. A lot talk about recommendations and how we as a government, as with the people and the media or the entertainment company have work together. But make sure say this entertainment sector creates more job opportunity for young people out there.
Well, actually, one of the things that I feel like the entertainment need like a company like Twitter Entertainment don't come in and see that is scare me. Kabaka multimedia will like instead don't come with your own like style and entertainment industry and they try to push Sierra Leone entertainment go before. one of the things that I feel say they unbog Sierra Leone right now, some of the people that really push entertainment, actually, some of them calling themselves bloggers, some of them calling themselves promoters. We need to understand these terms first. You need to know what is who is a blogger. You need to know who than a promoter. You need to know who than a manager. You need to know all that stuff then they. And when you know all that stuff then they, and try to forget that like young people, I see a lot of people now they out there they call themselves promoter, mean a blogger. We need for like call yourself and put yourself together. Say now this is this, and we make a structure something. So okay now like for example this is straight entertainment. This is what we have been doing. This we don't do from very long time since 2012. Although it's not too like far and about it is since 2012 now this we don't do. Now we need people and like for come together and say okay now these are the young generation. Now this one for Sierra Leone entertainment tomorrow. What they see if you go Ghana right now. You get past 200 or even 1,000 bloggers in Ghana, even Nigeria. You even get promoters. Where some man confusing them because I own my phone, I able to log into the internet and share something. I'm a promoter, I'm a blogger. No, it's wrong. So we need all the people in there to come together. We sit down, we make a structure something and say, okay, now this will go with them. All bloggers, unakaya. All promoters now then tell them see this 90 about promotion, this 90 about blogging, and try to see how the entertainment go before.
In the area of added addition for get more opportunity, if you say other thing there for add to it, you say?
Well, there are lots more for add because we see in terms of other stuff that we like because waiting more this guy for cow them people and some of them they will compare ourselves to Ghana because some of the tell me the salon music they play more than Nigerian music, but now all of a sudden we see Nigerian and Ghana music. They like try to they almost like block we own artists they own music then for pass through even our own country. So we they try to say that we need to talk to even DJs, even TV presenters then for come together and try to push entertainment because if they not come together because even Ghana and Nigeria, the TV presenter then play a very good role in pushing their entertainment. If you can see Bash. But in Sierra Leone, I can see like even if you get your own program, the other man they get your own program, but we don't need for work into a unit. So okay, now this is this, now this we for do, now this we for do, and now this we for do. When Sierra Leone music comes out, now this we for even for example, you can see the leader, Stazzy in song we just come up with Stone Boy.
Yeah.
You see how like everybody comes together and fet out for Pusha. I see now leader they play every side. So if they don't do that for every other video and music that way they come on in Sierra Leone. We see say it could go a better place and one for say like thank you because so we own partner we work with we're not little massive 232 Music HQ. We said they do a very good job for like
so if just the oneness everybody just put and go
it's
before it will create more job opportunities and people go self-employed and will become a young entrepreneurs then.
Exactly.
So what about una advice for the young people out there we they watch the show or not get opportunity to watch the show but una want for advise them in the non-verbal what's the message?
We message is just for stay off violence and if somebody because we know say like some man wait they make it go inside violence na money can influence some man for do boku thing plenty thing. We just want like let people avoid that. Let not say because of this man don't give me money we are able like drink or waiting that they or that drug they go take like one like few days or weeks then after it destroy your company or it destroy your nation. Then after that, they will not get Usa go call him again. Salon not get for day again. But if like you think wise and wait for like if you vex from post yourself, wait for match. When you go to the ballot box, you watch and say you and votes for you. You vote for the one way if you say right for you. Then you go around fet your company or destroy yourself. Now the city of Freetown or the old Sierra Leone.
Okay. I'll come back to him shortly. In name now Johnny Alpha from 2 Entertainment. We'll talk about the role of entertainment sector towards the peaceful elections. And the same is so how we go create job opportunities for a lot of young people and self where they out there. They need more opportunities them for let them explore. The enabling environment for the space for no matter the region where you come out or the tribe where you do or the political party where you attached to. They might want to promote non-violence throughout the country. We'll take a break again. I want to come back with the wrap up the encounter with Janet. We expect to get now the studio pastor here. We now a film director, but unfortunately we never get him. And the same also we expect to get live workout today. We in Akabaka the CEO for KME, instead for kind of explain Giri how we look like for taking care of young people, how they set on the support their own, and also if we use the opportunity to tell you about the KME Liberation Fiesta we didn't get on the 25th. But since you're not there, let's take a break and come back and wrap up the encounter for today.
Before 2017 done, the biggest album concert gets for happen na the Shaka Stevens Stadium main pool. The salon DJs they present to the nation Star Z, the best female rapper, the queen of Sheba, the lady with the mic is self-respect.
The mommy pan the game, the queen of the dance hall. It they do the masterpiece album concert when them Collabo. Saturday, December 30, 7 o'clock evening time for just 15,000 yon open stand, 30,000 yon cover stand, 50,000 yon for stage area, and 100,000 yon for presidential. Wayo!
For mix up and box up all thing, Star Z go perform with Stone Boy from Ghana.
You remember Go Gaga?
Go Gaga. Go Gaga. Yes, we dey on the bill and the show never fool.
Hey!
Stone God a leader, Star Z a leader. Bim Nation the Ozzy, we a leader, we no follow no boy, we no follow no man, we are African royalty and no Roman. Well, I don't know what I say, on the 30th of December, Shaka Stevens Stadiums, just know, Stone Boy all the way from Ghana, aka Stone God, aka Beam Nation President is going to be representing live and the resident for the sister, Zizi, Star Z, big up your damn self. Because you're the biggest out there, so, and I represent for Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone, one love, one life. We're coming out there on the 30th of December to support.
This na show we get for sweet.
Crazy, it get for Booyaka.
Star Z go feature back Emerson, the Sugar Medicine, K-Man, Innocent, Vida, Collabo, Rizilic, XUB, and SQB. And plenty other artists them. Now the Shaka Stevens Stadium main bowl, December 30, 7 o'clock evening time. I say, you, yes, you, I mean you.
You saw going to show you, eh?
We all for Golden Line.
The Orange Salon, Carleon Radio, AYV, Star TV, STO, and Sarah Fishing Company. They sponsor this masterpiece show.
Yes, Famo, that's so I will say welcome back and plenty thank you to the control room, the likes of Bruce and Abdullah. We somebody waiting there for happen on the 30th. We wish us the very best as we self now a proud sponsor. Well, we wrap up the encounter for today. Remember, say we could talk for today. We don't tell we say snail, not get nothing for do blood business. Let me go to the studio guest again, Johnny Alpha, for giving final message for today. What do you want for left Famo with?
Well, my final message is we see the social media. They misuse them. People are actually they misuse social media in Sierra Leone because just like months ago, people they don't start for like different political party flag bearers. They don't even start for cartoon. They even talk bad about them on social media. They post pictures of them. All in saying in a nice way, it can be say it can spark up violence. So actually, now one part of the message they will be even carrying at the school same say, on our way they. On social media, in WhatsApp, now Facebook, not just see something bad about this person and try for pass them. Maybe the message we they send out, even that bad message, go hurt somebody, it go spark up to another thing. So try to tell them, let them stay off social media propaganda, divisive propaganda, because it's not nice. Because any other thing, something we will be look funny to me, that man not will take and funny.
Yeah.
It go like spice up something.
Nobody not going for them put down your own candidates down.
Yes.
Ahead of this election.
Exactly. But we don't see a lot of that on WhatsApp and Facebook. Please, with the big everybody, let people in left for do that day and try for big conscious wise and try for wait for March. Let everybody wait for March and go to the booth and vote quietly.
So the ballot strong past the bullet.
Bad.
So what about how somebody go reach to it on a social media account them or a number? So maybe some people want to give support and be part of the campaign based on if you know political.
Yes, if you're not political.
Yeah, because maybe the person who wants to say if you support you know and I will support in campaign.
No,
back.
that no.
No, I don't say I not go do that. But
that kind
in case somebody there out there within the follow now, want to give support to this campaign within our schools, social media, I go reach you know.
If you're out there, you want to reach to it entertainment, you can log on to Facebook. If you get Facebook, you can search for me on your Facebook through Hits Entertainment. One word CRUHITZ 2 Hits Entertainment on Facebook. you can go to Twitter, you search for the same thing, 2HitsENTSL. You go to Instagram, 2HitsENTSL. Then if you want query or WhatsApp, you can get me on this line, +232 78 555. And the message again we want to send out, like everybody, like we on social media, we don't follow this campaign. We want follow that they use this hashtag on social media, Think Sierra Leone 2018, and the others one would say for one use, we now the other hashtag we can use every time we share out flyers. Now votes not fight, election not to war.
Okay. Thank you for joining me.
Thank
And name na Janet Alpha from True Eat and Talk to be about non-violence campaign. Thank you to the rest of the team, to the producer Amadou Lamwanaba, sitting at the south part of the country, and also to Lamin Mansare Miko, and also to Suleiman Bulls Camara, to Abdullah, and the rest of the team will make it possible for the encounter come to UNU. And so we will say a happy and a prosperous New Year in advance, and Merry Christmas to UNU all. Make sure you go out there, enjoy very peacefully, and be a professional in what you do. If you know land book, not for land book. Till then, get a wonderful time. Me and my Basiru Sanusi.
Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.